Hi learners, in this session I am going to talk to you about the concept of data mining. Though the concept of data mining is propagated right from 2010 onwards, data mining has emerged as one of the hottest subjects due to the large number of data that is being stored in our day-to-day operations. As far as data mining is concerned, our basic focus is to mine valuable pieces of information from piles of data which are generally getting stored either through our legacy applications, through our social media platforms, and through other popular other kinds of applications which collect a large amount of data. Businesses these days use the concept of data mining in order to take better decisions, in order to take strategic advantage over the competitors and gain better insights about their business and the customers. The concept of data mining has attracted a great deal of attention in the information industry and also in the society during these recent years. This is because of the wide amount of data that is being collected, the large amount of data that is being identified and captured through our applications and through our technological systems. The information gained and the knowledge acquired is generally used by applications for better business decisions, business analysis, fraud detections, customer retention, and better production control and the science exploration. The concept of data mining has been evolved from mathematical and scientific experiments, and from the history we can see that the Bayes theorem and the regression expressions have influenced a lot on the concept of data mining. As we all know, the Bayes theorem and the regression analysis are part of the statistical methods that we use to analyze the decisions. Along with the Bayes theorem and along with the regression equations, regression expressions, the generation and growing power of computers and the reduction in cost of the data storage has become one of the main reasons for the concept of data mining, concept of growth of data mining. We do have the explicit hands-on investigation process improved with indirect automatic data processing and other discovery methods such as neural networks, the clustering technologies, the genetic algorithms, and the support vector machines all have influenced and contributed to the growth of data mining. So when we look at the concept of data mining, the data mining has evolved from three basic families of explorations. One is from the classical statistics, the other is from the artificial intelligence technologies, and the third is from the machine learning techniques. Though we say that we have plenty of data, we are running actually short of information. Therefore, in spite of the abundance of data, what we require is information-oriented data rather than a rich data but poor information. This fast-growing, tremendous amount of data collected from n number of applications and stored in numerous entities of data repositories has overcome the expectations of human beings in identifying valuable pieces of information. As a result, the large depositories that has generally become data tomes, that is the archives that are very seldom visited, and therefore these large repositories of data are basically unutilized for decision making process. This point of unutilization of the available data points us to the importance of the concept of data mining. In order to attain better insights, in order to have an information rich data that can help the organizations, that can help the business communities to gain better insights about the customers and the business. By definition, the concept of data mining is nothing but extracting or mining knowledge from large amounts of data. As the word itself says, it is actually a mining process, and you are trying to mine valuable piece of information from piles of data that are stored through legacy applications and the other technological applications. So as far as data mining is concerned, it is a process generally used to extract usable data from a large set of raw data. That is, it basically implies that is extracting large pattern of data using some number of softwares. In a nutshell, the concept of data mining is actually unhiding important patterns that is readily available in the data. We have different kinds of applications available with the help of data mining, and the applications span from healthcare, education, banking to very small applications like fraud detection, lie detection, weather estimation, etc. So, as an application of data mining, businesses learn more about their data. Businesses try to evolve better strategies, and businesses in turn leverage the resources that is used in a more optimal and insightful way. This helps the business to be closer to their objective and make better, valuable, futuristic decisions. The data mining is generally done not in a database, but in a concept called as data warehouse, where the data warehouse is defined as a heterogeneous data repository. This data warehouse becomes the source for our data mining process. In fact, the whole lot of data mining process is also called as knowledge discovery in databases, that is KDD, knowledge discovery in databases, because our objective is to discover valuable information that could be used as a knowledge in our day-to-day business operations. Now let us see the standard process of a knowledge discovery in database. In our picture here, we have represented the stages of knowledge discovery in database. The whole knowledge discovery in database, the process consists of 7 stages. It starts with data cleaning, it starts with data integration, then data selection, data transformation, data mining as an important process, pattern evaluation, and finally something called as knowledge representation, where we will get valuable piece of information that could be used as a knowledge. Let us clearly see what are these 3 steps. Step 1 is data cleaning. Why do we require cleaning of a data? Yes, we require to clean the data because of large number of noisy and irrelevant data from the collection process. Our objective is to remove the noise. Our objective is to remove the abnormalities. Our objective is to remove any data that is irrelevant. This cleaning also focuses on missing values, focuses on random or variance errors. The second step is actually called as data integration. As the term itself implies, integration means integrating from different sources of data. Earlier in the database terminology, we were discussing more about homogeneous data. But here, in the case of data mining technology, we are making use of heterogeneous data, and therefore the source of data can be different, the type of data can be different, and the veracity and velocity in which the data comes is also different. Therefore, in order to effectively apply the data mining technologies, in order to effectively apply the KDD process, the data is being integrated. How it is integrated? It is integrated through various steps such as data migrations, data synchronization, and the extract load transformation, something called as ETL process. That is extract, load, and you transform it. The third step is actually called as data selection. What is data selection? You are selecting the data that is relevant. You are selecting specific data for the analysis. And this data selection is done from the source where the data is being stored. In some cases, the data selection make use of neural networks. In other cases, we also make use of decision trees, the naive Bayes algorithm, clustering methods, and regression techniques. Here comes the next step called as data transformation. What do you mean by data transformation? The data transformation focuses on transforming the data from the format that it has right now to a new format required by the mining procedure. So transformation is also one of the important steps. But all data doesn't require a transformation. Only if the mining requires transformation, you apply it. The important step comes here. The step is called as data mining. It is a clear and clever techniques that are applied to unhide the patterns that are potentially useful. Our focus is to identify patterns. Our focus is to identify valuable patterns. And this is done using models such as classification and characterization. Next step is pattern evaluation. But the pattern evaluation focuses on identifying strictly increasing patterns that could lead to a knowledge. That is, our objective is to find some interesting score. Our objective is to find the interestingness of each pattern. Our objective is to find some kind of a summarization and some kind of a visualization so that the data is understandable by the common end user. And lastly, we have something called as knowledge representation. This is a technique which utilizes visualization tools to represent the mined data results from the large amount of data. We have a clear distinction between data mining and data querying or data searching. After all, data mining is not data searching. Data searching is more on writing queries. Data searching more happens on databases, but data mining is entirely different from data searching, because here we are not writing queries, here we are not using the databases. Instead, we are applying certain statistical and mathematical techniques by which you unhide valuable pieces of information from the data repository, or otherwise called as data warehouse. Therefore, our source here is not the database, but our source is specifically on data warehouse. And data mining is generally not applied to single kind of data as we do in the database terminology. Here we are applying the data mining technologies in heterogeneous data, as explained earlier. We are applying data mining technologies in different types of data from different sources of data, and that is why In our earlier session, earlier slides, we have mentioned that data mining is more on heterogeneous data. Additional tasks like data cleaning, data pre-processing, data transformation, data pattern evaluation, data mining, etc. are all applied into our data mining or KDD process, the knowledge discovery and database process, to get effective results. Now, these steps are not there in the concept of database terminology or data query. Data mining can be performed on the following types of data. It can be performed on relational databases. It is surely performed on data warehouse. It is performed on data repositories. It is performed on the object relational database, and it is also performed on transactional database. All these terminologies are basic terminologies of database concepts. Through this data mining technology, the data mining technology enables the organizations to obtain knowledge-based data. This data mining concept enables most organizations to make modifications in their operational procedures, modifications in the productions, and modifications in the usage of data or usage of resources. As earlier explained, the data mining helps in decision-making process of an organization. It generally facilitates the discovery of hidden patterns as well as the prediction of trends and behaviors. Therefore, it is a quick process that makes it easy for new users to analyze enormous amount of data within a given short span of time. I have mentioned the basic applications of data mining. The data mining is applied in healthcare. The data mining is applied in fraud detection. The data mining is applied in customer relationship management. It is also applied in the sector of education, in banking, and even in fraud detection process of the law and order. We know that in healthcare, data mining is mostly used as a best practice for better healthcare services and a reduction in cost. An analyst or the people who are supposed to do the data mining use the data mining approaches such as machine learning, such as multidimensional data and data visualization for better results in healthcare. Along with healthcare, one of the most important areas where data mining is applied is the market basket analysis. The market basket analysis is a modeling method based on a hypothesis. That is, if you buy a particular group of products, you are likely to buy another group of products. This technique enables the organizations to understand the purchasing behavior of a customer and in turn shelf the products in such a way that more amount of products are sold as in group. In the case of education sector, it is a newly emerging area where the educational data mining is being applied to understand the learning behavior of students, does some learning analytics, and also makes precise decisions on the results of student. Therefore, with this result, which is very precise and refined, the institute can concentrate on what to teach and how to teach. Again, coming back to the customer relationship management, it is all about obtaining and holding customers. And again, implementing better customer-oriented strategies helps to attain and hold the new and retaining the existing customers and to get a decent relationship with customer. Therefore, customer relationship management is one of the most important areas these days where data mining is being implemented. Finally, these are some of the challenges of data mining. Let us look at each of them. The first one is about incomplete and noisy data that is getting from the data capturing. The second is about data distribution from different sources because it is a distributed data, not a homogeneous data. We have complex types of data coming up. We have large number of performance issues. So our challenge is to overcome all these issues like performance, how to visualize the data, and also about the data privacy and security. Thank you very much.